games in the Super Bowl era. Packers are on that list. They won it in 96. The Pats, 23 years later, are on that list. The question is, will they end up winning it all as well? I want to show you something. This is called a flip card. So if you're in the media and you're in the press box, it helps you keep track of all of the guys numerically. You'll notice number 17, Antonio Brown, was on today's flip card because it was so abrupt. They couldn't get it off, scrub him off. So you got your flip card today. You got Antonio Brown on it. After the game, our Dan Graziano on guess what?
Asked after the game why he released Antonio Brown, Bill Belichick gave his customary, yeah, we're just going to want to focus on this game. And you can say what you want about that, but it works with his players. Cornerback Jason McCourty said, look, it's not my place to talk about AB. I'm focused on the guys in this locker room. And safety Jerron Harmon said, yes, it was a crazy week. More media, lots of stories. But it says a lot about this team that we were able to focus on the Jets. Patriots built a 30-0 lead, beat the Jets handily, and now they're on to Buffalo to face another 3-0 team.
Thank you for the transition, Dan. You're right. They are playing the Bills next week. But the Bills first got to take care of the Bengals. Fourth quarter, Bengals trailing 14-7. Andy Dalton play action to Tyler Boyd, and watch the hurdle right here. Being a beauty. Later in the drive, play action to Joe Mixon, slips behind the defender. The Bengals tying it at 14. Now 17-14 Bengals. Josh Allen hooking up with Dawson Nix. And watch the rook right here. Boom. Trucking his way in for 49 yards, the Ole Miss product. A massive human being, 6'4", 254. What a run by the tight end right there. Same drive, under 2 to go. Third and goal. Frank Gore getting in for the touchdown. Extra point is good. The Bills leading 21-17. 21 seconds left to play. The Bengals, they need a touchdown. They don't get a touchdown. Tre'Davious White, second interception of the game. How about this? The Buffalo Bills have proven to 3-0. Some people are going to say, hey, they beat the Jets and Giants as part of that 3-0 record. Doesn't matter. They're 3-0. And the Patriots are 3-0, and they play each other next Sunday. It'll be the fifth matchup with 3-0 or better teams involving Brady and Belichick, and the first since the 8-0 Pats played the 7-0 Colts in 2007. However, the Patriots have won 3 of those previous 4 unbeaten matchups. It's going to be a good test for Buffalo.
No question. So we got a couple teams that are rolling. The Bills said Steelers just looking for a win. The 49ers, like the Bills and the Pats, looking to stay undefeated. This is the 49ers home opener, by the way. Jimmy G, hit by Minkah Fitzpatrick, the newest Steeler, who said, just trade me to a team I can play one spot in and hover. The Steelers are happy to do it. In the third, without Big Ben, Mason Rudolph, they're speaking very highly of him. The Juju Smith-Schuster. It's hard to get, this guy's just 22 years old. Man, 76 yards to the house, and the Steelers, all the terrible towels, no matter where they play, home or road with the lead in the fourth. Rudolph. Opportunity here. This is a good ball, Bill. This is a good ball. Deontay Johnson in Pittsburgh is in front. Later in the fourth, Steelers looking to put it away. James Connors is such a great inspirational story. He hasn't done much this year. Coughs it up.
Had a tough year.
He has, no doubt. As is everybody wearing the Steelers.
That's a good point.
Ensuing Niners drive. Here we go. $1:20 to go. Garoppolo, the Dante Pettis. The Niners are 3-0 for the first time since '98. Sherman, Little Murphy's Law.
One thing we pride ourselves on is being the same. Regardless, good, bad, or indifferent, you have to approach the game the same way. It was probably more enthusiastic when we got the turnovers than it was when we didn't. Like when our offense gave a turnover and put us in a hard spot, we took it as Murphy's Law. We took it as Murphy's Law, and you want to slap Murphy in the face, and we did that today. And we took Murphy's Law. Everything that could go wrong will go wrong. You take it with a smile, and you go out there and persevere, and that's what we did today as a defense, and that's what our offense did today. That's what our special teams did today. That's what we did as a full team.
More on this game and the rest of the league. Our NFL national reporter Jeremy Fowler joining us now for 2-minute drive. So Pittsburgh comes up short in San Francisco. What was Mason Rudolph's assessment of his first career start?
Well, Nabil, Mason Rudolph was blunt in his assessment. He called his performance a lot of mistakes that he needs to work out. But several players in the locker room told me they were encouraged enough with Rudolph's poise on his 174-yard 2-touchdown performance to be encouraged that they can work their way out of this 0-3 rut. Guard Ramon Foster told me we are all in this season with Mason Rudolph as our quarterback for the duration. We like what he does, and we like what he showed, particularly in the second half. We started to throw the ball deep, got more confident. That's what he's known for, is for the deep ball, and he connected just right next to me. And so the bigger issue right now appears to be a defense that got 5 turnovers, but still gave up 24 points in a back-breaking late drive. Cam Hayward told me, good defenses get the heck off the field.
Jeremy, what's been the key offensively for the 49ers undefeated start?
Well, it's an equal opportunity offense. It was ugly with the 5 turnovers, but 6 different players put up at least 40 yards receiving or rushing. And so I talked to fullback Kyle Juszczyk, and he told me that, look, I saw a play earlier in the Green Bay game where a fullback went deep on what he called a rail route. So he told coaches, you need to put that in for me today. So what happened in the first half? 27-yard gain down the sideline on a rail route. So if you're eager, you are going to get the ball. And Kyle Shanahan told me this week that, look, if you're getting the ball to one player, you're probably not a very good offense. This is a good offense right now.
Well, like the 49ers, the Cowboys, they're 3-0. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdown catches in Sunday's win. What's the latest on his contract situation?
Well, Cooper's letting this simmer, and for good reason. He's got 4 touchdowns on the year, including 2 today against Miami. Every time he scores, the pot gets bigger. He's got $13.9 million this year, and I'm told the franchise tag for receivers expected to be $19 to $20 million next year. Cooper knows this very well, so the longer he waits on guys like Julio Jones and Michael Thomas getting deals, he knows it pays for him to wait as well.
That's our 2-minute drive. Thank you, Jeremy.